Hi, Joe Cerrone, going through how to write part number 6 program. We're going to use discriminator software. You can download the discriminator software from Cam Instructor. And what it allows us to do is to write the program and then to simulate it. And so in the lesson, they give you the coordinates and everything you need to go through and write this program. So we're just going to write it just like it's shown in the lesson. And so we're going to close this out right here. And we're going to say File, New. Then we're going to start off with our first line with a percent sign. Remember, percent sign will get the control ready to receive a new program. And then our next line, we're going to go through and we're going to type in O, like orange. And then we're going to call it 8. And then in parentheses, we can say program number 8. CNC part -6. Straight line milling. And then in our next line, we're going to put in our tool comment. We're going to say T4 -1/2 inch flat end mill. And a height offset of 4. And in our next line, we're going to say G20. And we can put our part numbers in here. I think that might be why. And so we can come here to the T4. Actually, we don't need one there. We'll just do it right here. We'll say N10 for line number 10, and then we'll say G20. Remember, G20 means inches. And then we'll say line number 20. And we use these line numbers just to keep track of where we're at in the program. The controller doesn't require line numbers, but if we're going to troubleshoot it, we can go and say, hey, look, in line 10, you need to have a G20 so that it knows you're working with inch mode. And then we'll start to create our program. G00, G17, G40, G49, G80, G90. And this will be the machine default settings. And then in our next line, line number 30, we're going to say T4M6. And that's our tool change. And we're going to just comment that. And then in our line 40, G00, G90, G54. It looks like I do have to put a space in here. G54, X minus 0.5, Y 3.125, spindle speed 3050 RPM, M3. Turn on the spindle. And I'm going to just hit enter rather than comment them all out. Comments are located right here. You can see everything is already kind of programmed out. We're just following through the instructional material here. So as we go through and we start to write these programs, we're here after our tool change. And this is our G54, which sets up our work offset. Then we're going to come back over here and we're going to go with our G43, which will be line 50 and 50. G43, H04, Z 0.1. And what that will do is it will rapid the tool to 100 thousandths above the part and use our height offset, which is our Z offset that we'll pick up when we set up the machine. Line number 60, G1, Z minus 0.125. Feed rate 10. And remember to put a decimal point after the 10. It might be a little hard to see. I like to put an extra 0 after that just so that we know that that's where we're at. Line number 70, X 1.31. X 1.375.
Joe, you got 2 X's. I think it was a typo.
Sure.
The last one. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks. Line number 80. Y 1.75. Line number 90. X 1.5. Line number 100. Y 3.125. Line number 110. X 2.875. Line number 120. Y 1.75. Line number 130. X 3.125. Line number 140. Y 0. Line number 150. X 0.125. Line number 160. Y 3.375. Line number 170. Z 0.1. Feed rate 10.0 inches per minute. Line number 180. M05 spindle stop. Line number 190. G00, G91, G28, Z0. This will bring the Z axis up as a safety move. Line number 200, G28, X0, Y0. Line number 210, G90, return to absolute programming. And line number 220, M30, which will rewind the program to the start, get it ready for the next cycle. And then all by itself, we'll put this % sign. And then what we'll do is we'll save this program. And I'm going to put it in my course folder, and I'm going to call this my initials dash part 6 and save it. All right, I'm going to pause the video, and then we're going to create another video to show how to simulate the program. Resuming, so once we have written the program and saved it, we can then simulate it. And so we can go over here to this plot graphics. And we'll get a graphics screen of our program. And then what we can do is we need to show the play button. So the player, we say show player. And what this will do is it will show us the top view, the X and Y coordinate. It will show us an isometric view. It'll show us a front view with the Z axis, and it will show us the side view. And so as we go through and we play it, you can see it goes through line by line. You can see the line numbers here, giving us a simulation of our program. You can't save the animation file, at least not to my knowledge. If you do figure out that, that's fine. But what we want you to turn in is the program for part number 6. Okay, this completes this lab. I'm going to stop the recording and open things up for questions.